Now, unfortunately, people just believe that, if they damage their ACL or if they ruin their cartilage, they injure themselves, or they've worn it down over time and distance, literally to looking like there's none left, that, you just have to have surgery, you have to cut from some other place, you have to rebuild it through surgery only. Well, that's not the case. The reality is that our cartilage is constantly growing and regenerating itself, just like our fingernails, just like our hair, just like our bones, just like every other part of the body is constantly regenerating itself, renewing itself, and growing. Now, when you're constantly wearing something down, then your body doesn't have the ability to regrow it fast enough. It'd be like taking a nail file and constantly using the nail file on your fingernail. Well, after a while, it looked like there's no fingernail left, and you'd think, oh, well, that's never going to come back. But if you stop using the nail file, eventually it would come back and you'd have a full fingernail once again. So what do? Well, if you look in nature, because I like to look to nature for answers, you can see all kinds of animals, deer, lion, antelope, even mice and rats, and all types of different animals. When they injure themselves, they naturally do a fast. They do a what? That's right, a fast. So when they get injured, they go lie down, and they drink water, and they fast. And you'll watch as the fat in their body and the muscle in their body shrinks down to where you can literally see their bones. And what's happening in this process of fasting is they're breaking down their fat at a very high rate, and their body is generating what's called embryonic stem cells. When you generate embryonic stem cells through fasting, of which, yes, humans do this too, we're just like all other mammals on the planet. When you fast, you generate embryonic stem cells. These stem cells regenerate all the tissue in the body. Anything that's damaged, broken, needs help, it heals even faster. Now, the biggest reason that cartilage regrows during the fast is because you relax. You lie down, you take a break, you're not out running, you're not out pushing yourself, you're literally doing the bare minimum and getting out in the sun, doing breathing exercises, meditating, and allowing the body to heal. I've literally seen a woman that had a complete, what's called iatrogenic surgery on her spine. They literally cut it in half. She did a 40-day water fast and then 30 to 60 days of raw foods, and she's running marathons now. Her name is Jennifer Ritchie, R-I-T-C-H-I-E. You can look her up on YouTube and see the video of her therapists, her doctors, and everybody, as my father facilitated this process with fasting and eating this food called pulse. So I know that the body can regrow ligaments, cartilage, everything. So what it comes down to is nutrition after the process of fasting. Now, how much time would I recommend? First of all, you can do a juice fast or a water fast, because when you drink highly alkaline juices and you're fasting for a period of time, your body generates embryonic stem cells. According to Dr. Young, who's been studying this stuff for some 30 years, and there's plenty of other doctors and universities showing this with water fasting. Now, essentially, it's sulfur inside of the foods that helps these ligaments to regrow. Where does sulfur come from? Well, if you pick a fresh fruit, like a fresh peach, or a fresh apple, or a fresh mango, when you pick it straight from the tree, it has a high sulfur content. But the longer it sits, the more the sulfur dissipates. Foods like cruciferous vegetables are also high in sulfur, like broccoli and cauliflower and asparagus, things of this nature. So you might want to snack on fresh fruit in the morning, have yourself a nice salad, have some cruciferous vegetables. You can still steam it. Having it raw is probably best. Snacking on it raw with some dips would be fantastic. And that's it. Inundate yourself with sulfurine foods. I'd recommend fasting. If you really have a lot of damage, you're probably going to need to do 30 to 40 days of juice or water fasting. Spend 30 to 60 days of eating raw, high raw content, 80% fresh, raw foods, lots of fruits, lots of vegetables, lots of sulfurs. If you can get access to durian, durian is really high in sulfurine foods, so that's it. That's what it comes down to. So I hope that helps you. I know if you take the time, you relax, and you go through the therapy after the fasting, slowly walking a bit again, doing a little bit of strength training, a little bit of a time, this stuff's going to regrow, it's going to heal, it's going to be like brand new, all right? And you can thank me later. Thanks for watching.